What's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of Prep Cook Plate Repeat. This week's episode, we're going to show you how to make some Heath Bar cookies without a dough mixer. So I'll be right back to show you how we're going to do that. Alright guys, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to add our butter. I have 3/4 of a stick of butter here. There you go. So butter. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to measure out the sugar. So we're going to have to do 3/4 of a cup of sugar. Looks like it right there. So white sugar, regular granulated sugar, and then we're going to do the same thing, 3/4 of a cup of brown sugar. Very important that when you're baking, you measure everything. It's not like cooking where you can do a pinch of salt, pinch of pepper. Everything is really precise measurements. Let me make sure we pack this out. Okay, beautiful. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to cream these sugars in butter. Just take your whisk. The key to this is that your butter is room temperature. If your butter isn't room temperature, this is not happening. Now this takes time. If you happen to have the little whisk attachment, kind of looks like this, and it's on a, it's like an electric one, you can use that too. I don't have that, and I don't have a KitchenAid, so I just do this by hand, old-fashioned way. You can also use a fork as well. You can do either a fork or you can do a whisk, just to really get in there, really incorporate everything, marry them. Just get that. It takes a little time. Need a little patience with this. Just really get that all together. You can even go in here if you want with your hands. Mix everything up. Totally up to you. Use old hand method. Go in here with the hand. Just totally fine. Just really mix those together. Any big pieces of brown sugar that might be stuck together, just break with your hand. Alrighty. Wonderful. Alright, next thing we're going to do is we need 2 eggs. We need the whole egg, and then we need the yolk of the other one. So we're going to break this regular one right in. Just like that. Second one, we're going to break the yolk, just the yolk. So I'm just going to break this over a garbage can. Let the whites come out. And then just the yolk right there. Now I'll jump in back with my whisk since everything is incorporated nicely. Let's really mix that. Make sure it's all whisked together. Beautiful. Next thing we're going to do is add a tablespoon of vanilla extract. Nice big pinch of salt. And mix that up. Next thing we're going to do is going to add some light corn syrup. I'm going to add 1 teaspoon. Just like that. All right. That's in. Next, we're going to add 1 tablespoon of cornstarch. Right in. And then 1 teaspoon of baking powder. Right in. Beautiful. Right now we're going to add about 1/2 cup of Heath bars I just cut up. Mix that up real nicely. Beautiful. And then now the last thing we're going to do is we're going to add our flour. We need 2 cups and 1/4 of a cup. So let's measure out 2 cups. Let's first start with 1. Make sure it's all level when you measure. So pack it. It looks good. 1 whole cup. Now this is going to yield you about 20 cookies, 22 cookies. We're going to weigh them about 2 ounces each. Right in. And then 1/4 of a cup we'll measure out. Just like that. Beautiful, right in. Next, we're going to whisk. Everything's really nice and mixed. Just like that. See how it looks like it's crumbled, but now it's starting to come together. Just needs to whisk everything. Again, you can always just go in there with your hands. Totally fine. That's what I think I'm going to do right now. Go in with your hands. What you get is this really soft dough, which is what you're looking for. A little sticky to the hands, which is perfect. Alright. Looks good to me. Alright, so I'm going to clean up over here. Going to get this stuff off my hands. And then we're going to let this chill for about 1 hour. You wanted to hang out 1 hour in the refrigerator so it can tighten up. Everything can marry, get used to each other. And then we'll measure these out and cook them. See in a little bit. Alright guys, so our dough's been resting for about an hour now. And now we're going to start cooking them. So I got the oven set at 325 degrees Fahrenheit. Going to add a little bit of canola oil. If you have Pam spray or some sort of cooking spray, that's totally fine. If you have a cookie sheet and it's like a Teflon one, you don't even need to do oil. Those are non-stick. So I'm just going to take my hand here and rub the oil into this pan. Just so it doesn't stick in the bottom. Cool. All right. Now what we're going to do is, if you have a ice cream scoop or something you can use to portion out your cookie dough. I just have a regular tablespoon here. I'm going to take my cookie dough and I'm going to do about that much, almost just fill it up, just like that. All right. Now you can do this and pop it right on there. People do that, or people take this cookie dough and they almost roll it like they're rolling meatballs, and then they do that. It's up to you, whatever you want to do. Either way, the cookie, when it cooks, is going to go just like that. So you can roll if you want, or you can just leave it as is. I'm going to leave it as is, just like that. So you should get about 20 to 22, 24 cookies in the pan. When you cook it in the pan, do not crowd this pan. You want to keep about, just like this, yay distance away. You want to be able to do 3, 3, 3, and 3. You want to fit 12 in this pan. You don't want to crowd it any more than that. So I'm going to fill this pan up. I'm going to throw it into my 325 degree oven. I'm going to cook it for about 11 to 14 minutes. These cookies, they shouldn't get a dark color. You're not looking for dark color. You're just looking for the bottom to get a little crispy. Kind of think of like a butter crunch cookie that you get at the deli or the grocery store, whatever it is. They're still pliable, because if you cook these a little too dark, they're going to be super hard because of all that sugar. So you just want to put a little color on the bottom and then just know that the top is cooked. So anywhere from 11 to about 13, 14 minutes, it's when it's going to be done. But check on it repeatedly, constantly throughout, every 5, every 4 minutes, or whatever. So I'll fill this up, I'll throw it in the oven, and we'll see you back in about 15 minutes. Alright guys, so our cookies are done. Now it took a little longer in my oven. I don't know if it's calibrated. Every oven is different. It took about 22 minutes to actually cook these cookies. So my oven's probably a little off. That's why it took so long. So they came out. I let them cool down for about 5 to 6 minutes because I don't want them piping hot. You don't want them to cool down too much. It's going to be hard to get them off of here. So move this over. With a little towel in your hand, just take a spatula, get underneath these cookies. Just like that. Right. Beautiful. The key with these, like I said, is not to overcook them because they're going to be super hard. And then when you want them the next day or the night of, it's just, you better have strong teeth. Beautiful. This will go perfect with some nice milk, glass of milk. If you don't do milk, soy milk, almond milk, oat milk. Anything you can think of out there. Even a glass of wine goes well with these. Something red. Beautiful. That's nice right there. There you have it. Super easy. Toffee or Heath Bar Crunch cookies without a mixer. It's a little work. It's a little time consuming, but it's okay. It's well worth it. Thanks for watching this video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and follow us on Instagram, YouTube, and Facebook. If you'd like to see something in upcoming weeks, let us know down below. Catch you next time.